Hey dears, Whimsy here, and I can't tell you how good it feels to be in front of a camera again, and it's been a while. Not as long as Hunter x Hunter's been off hiatus, but I'm happy to announce that at least I'm coming off hiatus, and I think you deserve to know why I've been kind of MIA, flying under the radar for a while and not making videos. And to be honest, sorry, I'm going to try to do this video in as little takes as possible, but I had to take care of my physical and mental health. To be honest, I have struggled with anxiety and depression my whole life due to childhood trauma. I don't know. I'm not discussing that today in this video. That's too heavy, and I'm not sure if I will ever feel up to discussing certain past events. But the main thing is I am usually high functioning, and I can manage it when I have work and friends and things to distract me. However, with the current stuff going on with the world, I think it was getting too much for me. I was constantly worrying about my family. Like, I have vulnerable people in my family, like my grandma and my uncle who just got off chemotherapy, and I have a sister who has a rare syndrome where if she gets really sick, her body gets confused and starts attacking her own cells and tissues, and it's really gross because she starts rotting from the inside out, and that happened to her when she got pneumonia, and it's life-threatening. So my body was in constant flight mode for over a month. I was having severe insomnia. I was getting like 3 hours sleep. I was having the worst cluster migraines from like tension headaches I have ever had. And I'm not one to complain about pain too often because I live in perpetual pain due to injuries from ballet. I have a fairly high pain tolerance, but the pain was so bad that it felt like a hammer going to my temples constantly. And I couldn't function. I couldn't watch TV. I was in so much pain that I'd be sick to my stomach. And at one point, I just collapsed and had to go to the ER because it felt like I was having an aneurysm, which I didn't, thank goodness. But at that point, I decided that I needed help. I'm very stubborn. I'm very self-reliant. I'm almost afraid to ask people for help, but I finally booked an appointment with a psychiatrist, but that took forever. They're all booked up because a lot of people need that extra mental health and counseling. Mental help, sorry. I need to take a breather. But it took forever for me to finally get an appointment with a psychiatrist. He was super nice. I was prescribed a antidepressant. I'm going to talk, I guess, a little bit about my experience with that. And this is my first time getting antidepressants. I've been avoiding them because it made me anxious about the side effects, and some antidepressants treat anxiety and depression. The deal with me though is I was anxious to get an anti-anxiety medicine, which is kind of a self-defeating cycle there, but finally I have been getting antidepressants. So at first I started Wellbutrin because I heard it gave you energy. And at first I felt like I was on 3 shots of espresso. I was the Energizer bunny. I felt great. I was doing all these crafts. And then one day I woke up with a sweat and just started getting sick to my stomach everywhere. And I had the worst panic attack of my life. And my heart just was beating out of my chest and I was sick to my stomach everywhere. So then I switched to Lexapro, which I am currently on now, and I am doing really well on Lexapro. I have no more headaches. I feel clear again. I don't know how to describe it. I know clear is a word from Morgan from The Walking Dead, where he's like, "Are you clear?" Which is like, "Are you free of the zombie virus?" And sorry if there's fireworks. People are celebrating the 4th of July really early. So I'm trying to do this in one take, so this is as natural of a stream of consciousness as possible. So if there's a little bit of fireworks in the background, that's just adding to the ambiance. But anyway, I'm doing well on Lexapro right now. It takes a while to adjust, but I am feeling good again. I think the whole issue why physically, like, I didn't feel up. I was constantly dizzy and nauseous. So I wasn't feeling up to making videos. Also, due to depression, I just felt numb for the first time in my life. Like, I had no response to watching my favorite shows. I even tried reading my favorite books because I was like, hey, what if all the stuff I'm reading just sucks? No, like, I felt no enjoyment from it, which is a first for me, because even when I was really depressed in middle school, books were my escape, and it felt like, I don't know how to describe it, almost as if I had lost a limb, because reading is like one of the most important things in my life. It's what I do best. It's what I've won multiple awards for. I've been an assistant English teacher. It's what gives me the most joy. So it's like, I had already been in depression in middle school when I was told by my doctor that I could no longer do ballet due to hip injuries. So it felt like a loss to me, but I am back. I binge watched Hannibal. I'm planning on rereading The Eye of the World from the Wheel of Time. So I am back in the wheel. I am getting back into my groove. And sorry, I'm a little bit nervous making this video because I feel vulnerable. But I do honestly love making videos. I started this channel to share what I love. It was like almost a travel vlog. It was me starting in Japan, and here I am today, and I can look back and see what did I enjoy at the time. So I want this channel to be a reflection of what I love, and I think I do love horror a lot. Like, I think that stems partly into the childhood trauma. I find psychological thrillers and horror cathartic, so I want to be creepy, cute, all things psychological and whimsical. Whimsy, that's my name. I noticed I did try to do a video essay. I tried to upload it, but YouTube is just really content claiming right now with the AI bots saying that it's reused content. So I might focus on the meantime while they're relying on bots. I might do a little more personable vlog style reviews and some fun stuff. Don't worry, I will still do some character video essays and philosophical stuff in there as well, but I'm excited to be back, and I've missed you guys so much, and it feels so good. I feel a lot better, and I hope you are all doing as well as you can right now with all the craziness in the world. Thanks again for sticking with me. I'll catch you on the flip side.